Hey guys, welcome back to some more Snooker 19 part 66 of our career mode. Today we are playing in the English Open and yeah, this is the third round. So I've played the first two off screen. As I said I would. I said that I may show you the third round if I had an exciting draw. And I think for all these Home Nations events I will be showing the third round because, you know, I can get a good player. And I feel like maybe if I had a draw of someone random like I don't know, you know, it's just someone random like Mark Davis, I probably wouldn't have been so inclined to film it. But because it's Gary Wilson, I think it swayed me towards playing this. So yeah, first two rounds I just got through quickly today, played long format matches, the normal best of sevens. So in the first round I took sweet revenge over James Cahill on a 4-0 scoreline. He beat us 5-3 earlier in the series. And another tournament, I can't remember exactly when. And in the second round, I beat Stuart Carrington 4-0. I think they're both 4-0, yeah? I think I dropped a frame in this event, yeah. So yeah. It's been pretty rubbish standard, you know, so far. No 147s. I've tried for a 147. My closest was 7 red, 6 blacks, 49. So yeah, definitely not a bad attempt. And after my victory at the English Open, sorry, not the English Open, the European Masters, I just felt as if that victory, I felt as if I played really good in that tournament, but it was a very easy win, and if all my wins are too easy, it's going to just make it not exciting for me to play and not exciting to watch. So what I've done is I've gone to the settings and adjusted the AI difficulty to hard. So because obviously it was on medium the difficulty setting was medium before, it's now on full strength difficulty. Meanwhile, that's a disappointing positional shot. Yeah, obviously I've had two fairly easy opponents today. James Cahill, who's not all that in this game really, and Stuart Carrington, who again isn't much of a special player in Snooker 19. Not to insult either of the players in real life. Well, James Cahill, I'm only taking revenge on him. Not for, yes, it's of course for what we did to him, for what he did to us in a recent tournament in our career mode, but also mainly for the 2019 World Championship. I know Ronnie O'Sullivan did actually take his revenge on him in the Scottish Open, I think that year, 4-0. It weren't last year's Scottish Open. Yeah, it definitely weren't last year's Scottish Open, that's too recent. But anyway, Gary Wilson's been presented with the chance here. TYNESIDE Terror, as he's nicknamed. Epic run in 2019. Contrary to Ronnie O'Sullivan, Gary Wilson made the semi-finals, which was pretty decent. He lost 17-11 to Judd Trump. And I get the sense that after his defeat to Trump, and you know, most players, if they'd had such a great run at a tournament, maybe not really made such a big name for themselves yet, I think they'd be rejoicing. Gary Wilson, yeah, you could tell he meant business because he was disappointed with his performance in that semi-final. I think if he didn't play well, then he thought, well, maybe I should have been in the final potentially, and he felt. I think he might have said that the table was a bit rubbish. I can't remember if Higgins and Gilbert felt the same or even Trump, but I remember Higgins and Gilbert. Just forget the table. We just needed a box of tissues for that one. Just needed a box of tissues and milk bottle and some nappies because them two were crying like babies afterwards. It was quite funny. I mean, both of them were in tears, I think. Oh, definitely Higgins was in tears. After winning it, he was just so emotional, he couldn't believe he'd won. But I can't blame Higgins. Can't blame Gilbert either, it was absolutely exhilarating. I mean, it was an upsetting way for Gilbert to lose. I don't think... I can't remember, did Anthony McGill cry last year? Because that was a heartbreaking way to lose. I don't particularly like him. But, yeah. I don't think he cried. I think he just... he wasn't pissed at Kyron. I'm sorry to use bad language, but yeah, not that bad, really. But he just felt like the snooker gods had taken it away from him. Which, you know, if... you know, I think you can kind of sympathise with him, the way it kind of panned out for McGill in that match. He was unlucky. Speaking of McGill, you don't half think that Gary Wilson looks like Anthony McGill. Certainly with McGill's new haircut. He's got the mouse cut, ain't he? The mouse haircut. If you know what I mean? No. It's Makes him look like a bit more of a mouse. You could say he's a mouse man, you know. He's a singer, I suppose you could call him, called Moosevala, Sidhu Moosevala. You know, you could say he's Sidhu Moosevala, you know, if you want. But yeah. Not a moose, but a mouse. Just want to string together a strong break. I haven't feel like Gary Wilson's playing as well as I'd imagine he would. You know, he's a top 20 player just about in this game. Number 20 at the moment. No, that's a miss. I think I might have said, I've been playing terrible today, really. I mean, I think I might have made a century, but, you know.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 60.
I think I made a ton. You know, it wasn't bad. I played well against Cahill, I'd say. But against Carrington, I just lost interest at one point. I think I won a frame against Cahill from a Snooker's required stage. I laid a fantastic snooker, he missed it, and, you know, the rest is history. And then, in fact, the rest wasn't history. We then had a respotted black in that frame, and I got it. He left it pretty much dead simple. Similar to a black we'd missed earlier in the series on a respot, I think. I think we still did win that respot tie eventually, but I obviously won the one against Cahill, but I'm talking about the respot tie. And when I say earlier in the series, I mean very recently indeed, one of them, the last few weeks, and on my return to YouTube.
It's half a chance, but a chance nonetheless.
Ooh!
Oh, that's a top shot.
What a fantastic pot.
One.
So yeah, we're off to the International Championship after this event, and for my plan for the International, I'm not going to film round 2, may not even film round 3, and depending on how easy this of a round 3 it is. I'll film the Home Nations round 3s because I just want to keep those format consistent, but I won't bother filming long round 3 matches because they are all best of 11s, these early rounds, until quarterfinals. I'll film round 4, quarterfinals, and then round 6, or whatever I was going to say. That's semi-finals. It's best of 17s. I'll definitely be filming that and the final best of 19 if we get that far. Meanwhile, I'm more interested in the Q-School draws at the moment. It's the last day of Event 1 today. I'm filming this Tuesday, the 1st of June today. And yeah, it's pretty heartbreaking, some of the results. I was really hoping Tony Knowles would qualify. He didn't. So maybe Event 2 or 3. Michael White, nope. No qualification. Michael Georgiou, nope. Bai Lang Ning is looking pretty unlikely. And Bai Lang Ning I probably wouldn't have I wouldn't even have known really about his Bai Lang Ning if it weren't for the World Championship qualifiers. But man, a superb run to round 4. Superb. I mean, he looked good to qualify, you know. I suppose I was supporting Martin Gold in that qualifying match because Martin Gold's always at the Crucible. It's just like you kind of expect him to be there. It's just like, he's a top player who's always at the Crucible, you know. It wouldn't be the same without such a top player. And Bai Lang Ning, he'd had pretty much the season off. He wouldn't be in too good shape and he might just produce a horrible first round match. Like, I mean, as if the matches weren't distant enough. At least Martin Gold, he got to 6 frames in his first round match. Okay, it ain't that much. I think this man might have won the match, yeah. Not the match, but he's won frame 1. So if we are going to win today, then, yeah, we're going to have to, we ain't going to be winning this afternoon. So yeah, my plan for this week, for this English Open, if I make it to the final, so my plan is, today I'm going to be playing just this round. Tomorrow I'll be playing round 4, if I get that far. On Wednesday, I'll be playing the quarterfinals. On Thursday, I'll be playing the semi-finals. On Thursday, I'll be playing the first session of the semi-final, the first 4 frames. On Friday, on Friday, I'll be playing the remainder of my semi-final. Saturday I'll be playing. Then Saturday and Sunday I'll be playing the final. So every day this video has a potential 2 sessions. There's a potential 2 videos saved for Thursday. Today will, unless Gary wins 4-0, today we'll have an evening session as well. If Gary wins 4-0, then this is it. And out of position there, you know, not having a great sesh. I'm definitely gonna have to sharpen it up because Gary ain't playing too awful. You know, he didn't play all that good in the first frame, but he did play pretty crap.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
You know, this is kind of just a taster of the difficult AI, you know. I haven't really been given a run for my money by Carrington or Cahill, but Gary Wilson's certainly a player you don't want to mess with. Like I said, 2019 World Championship semi-finalist. And it takes a lot to get to the semi-finals. I know many players have done it in the past, but it still takes a lot. It's not easy. Dave Gilbert's done it, and he nearly reached the final. Anthony McGill's done it. Who else has done it? Gary Wilson's done it. Joe Perry's done it once. Mark Allen, surprisingly enough, has only done it once himself. Stephen Maguire's done it a couple of times. Ali Carter's made the final a couple of times. Kyron Wilson's made the final. Barry Hawkins has made the final. You know, all good players who haven't won it. Players with potential. Jimmy White's made the final on 6 occasions. If you, I don't know if you've heard about this guy, Jimmy White. You ever heard of him? He's something like world number 70 odd, 80, 90, something like that. Yeah, he's all right. He's world number 90 something, I think. He's only made 6 world finals. He ain't all that. I only used to lose to this guy called. On a few of the occasions, I think he was only on 4 of the 6 occasions. He lost to a guy called Stephen Hendry. I don't know if you ever heard of him. If that wasn't funny, then I'm really, really sorry because that's painful, man. Meanwhile, I think my English Open runs are going to be very short-lived. I'm looking at a first round exit here. Sorry, 3rd round exit. This has been a strong visit from Gary Wilson. We made a mistake and he's, well, capitalised to say the least, and he's put us under all kinds of pressure now.
65.
I don't fancy this frame now. Yeah, 2-0 down. It's looking a bit ominous, you know. Well, Gary's breaking off frame 3. If we can take this frame, then if we can take these last 2 frames, and we still got a hope in this match. You know, even Stevens going into tonight. Obviously, we need to win at least a frame going into tonight, to go to tonight, obviously. Otherwise, this is very worrying. I'm glad I filmed this match, because it would have been pretty embarrassing on my channel if you didn't see an English Open. You just would have thought, man, where's the English Open? Like, why don't we just skip to the International? I probably would have filmed the whole International then. Need this pot. It's there. Good shot. Not a bad chance either. If I could somehow just kind of pull my act together and produce something here, I'd have a chance, you know. I'd still be in with a chance.
Looking to play this with a lot of power. That's That's a beauty.
He's cueing extremely well here.
11. He's playing the right corner here. That's a great pot.
Wonderful pot. Outstanding effort.
12.
No, that doesn't go. Right, I've got a bit of a shot to pull out of the bag here then. I've got an extremely tough shot. Make no mistake, this is tough. Right. Try and play the screen and screw back for, I think, a red down to the left corner pocket, I think. My best bet here. But believe me, this is tough.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right corner pocket.
Hold on to your hats, guys. Hold on to your hats.
He's right on top of his game at the
I
moment.
think that is pinpoint fine.
50.
Played for this red, but if this red goes, even better. Even better. Even bloody better. Absolutely
Out at all.
horrendous.
16.
Just going to play safe, you know, none of these reds really pot, so I'm not too fussed. Unless he's going to eye out some miraculous pramp, which if he does, then fair play. You know, you got to hold your hats, you got to take your hat off to him then. But it's the way the cookie crumbles.
Tricky pot, no doubt.
Oh, so close. Needed some luck there, and he didn't.
I think my English Open run is very much in jeopardy now, because that was a risky pot. I was putting a lot on the line, but you know, it is what it is. It's only a game. I love how I love how I'm trying to sound so chill when really I'm a bit frustrated about my performance today. It's not been good.
11. 12. 18.
You know, he's been the better player today. I'm writing myself off already. But I know that I can still win this match. It's still possible. I just got to play much better than what I am.
27.
Maybe I never knew what I was letting myself into with a hard CPU. AI, you know, whatever you want to call it.
30.
It says not Mario Kart. This is Snooker.
34.
I was going to say it's a bad shot, but the blue's on, so... Well, it didn't matter if the blue was on or not, because that was an absolutely blinder of a pink. I did not imagine it, but he's not giving us too much help. You know, and if we are going to come back into this match, you have to say we need a lot of help from our opponent. And that could be just it, well,
47.
help as in missing pots, not landing bad position. Well, tough pot here, might not go for it. Maybe reprieved, 38 down. I think we are alright.
54.
Can't see it.
Count your blessings, because I'll give it every attempt now
1.
to try and win this frame. Because, you know, this frame and I'd still be in with a chance of the match. But that was not a good positional shot to begin with, you know. Because I've not left myself ideal on any colour, really. Leaving me to question what I'm going to do on my next shot, you know. I may decide to play the pink. I think that's going to be the ideal choice. I'm not going to go that hard into them. Well, maybe I am. No need to. Just want to play it as soft as I'm ready to get away with, you know?
Well, it goes. Half a chance.
But order of the day, pot the pink. Order of the day, pot the pink! Yes. Oh, missed the cannon completely.
What happened there? That's a poor shot.
Missed the cannon completely. I was rejoicing when I saw the pink go in. Ironic how I spent so much time over the position. Then once I actually got my position happy, I put so much into the pot that I completely screwed position up. It's just weird. It's a weird sequence of events. But that's not going to matter too much because, you know, I'm going to use the deadly phrase, but frame at our mercy.
He's lost the cue ball a touch here.
Well, Neil's saying that I lost the cue ball a touch, and you know, it ain't all that, my position here. Because this red's tricky. I'm just going to drop the black in and give myself the biggest of a chance of the red I can pot and see if I fancy it. I don't really fancy it yet, but how's it going to look when I'm down on the shot? It looks appetising.
Now, can you drop this into the right corner?
But 2-0 down, there's a lot that's going to look appetising. I really feel that if I've got to get this, and it's there. Let's go. Come on, guys. Come on.
Nine.
Annoying about what's just happened to the black. I'm just going to give it a half try just to free it. Risks associated with trying to free the black, of course. Doesn't come with that. It doesn't come for free, this shot, but I'll take that. Take that quite gladly. So yeah, it looks like we will definitely be coming. You'll definitely have a episode to enjoy tonight of some kind.
Just the colours left now.
As long as I can negotiate these last few colours into the pockets.
17. This should be pretty simple.
Play for brown into right centre. Like so.
20.
Trickier than I would have liked. Most definitely.
Lining up the brown.
Think that's there though. Think that's there. Yes, it drops. Couple more pots. Pressure on them both. Well, not more than just a couple. Yeah, I think I need all three. The clearance, I'm 7 down, 18 on. By my maths, that means I need everything on this table. Just gonna take these well. Just gonna take my time over these. No real rush. Good shot. Good shot. Good shot. Couple more pots and we'll have our first frame of the match on board. On board. On board? On the board. On board. What am I saying? I'm on board. That doesn't make much sense, but anyway. Just going to tap this pink in lightly. Nicely on the black.
35.
And just drop the black in. No heroics needed, just order of the day.
For the front.
Drop the black. And, whew, could potentially be a bit of a body blow for Gary Wilson. Sorry about the blurred screen. There he goes back. It's fine.
Thank you. The fourth frame. Ronnie O'Sullivan is correct.
So we're breaking off in the last frame of this afternoon. Good shot. If we'd got that in, I just would have been saying now, well, you can't play against that standard. You know, if they're going to play that well, then you just can't make it up, can you? But That's an absolutely terrible shot. Oh! It's fine.
One.
I just thought I'd underhit it badly. I think I might have missed the power bar, you see. That was part of the reasoning. I thought I'd underhit it as well. So yeah. Just want to screw into them with power here. Well, with a certain degree of power and not a good shot by any standards. Not a good shot by any means, really. If those two are a plant, then, you know, I might fancy myself a bit for it, but it's this tricky shot or ender break, and I like to be fairly attacking about my business, and no, that's not a good shot. And canning that red on the way back up the table does not help, because otherwise I would have just got away with that just fine, I think. Having said that, I may still be okay. There's a red that pots obviously along the by the right cushion, but it's tough. He had one of these in the last frame and he turned it down. He missed that one. I think he might even have missed the one in the last frame, but it looked more like he turned it down. Which is why I say he turned it down. He definitely gave us chances in the last frame, which is I think the reason we were able to take it in the end. Like, we didn't muster them up with great safety or anything. We were kind of just lucky, and maybe I think sometimes, like I said, you need a bit of help from your opponent, and yes, you do need help from your opponent, but you got to then play well once you get it. Because I was saying that because I thought I'd played a stinker, but it's fine. Just gonna roll that in nicely on the black. So yeah, a chance just to get. Yeah, yes, it was a good break in the last frame, and yes, it will win me frames, but I'd like to just win frames with a bit more authority, a bit more fluency. Which is what I'm trying to get out of this frame, which is obviously what I like to get out of every frame. Hopefully I can muster up an angle to get onto, hopefully I'll muster up an angle on a colour to get into the pack from. Not done it from the, definitely not got one on the black. I may have one on the, well, I got one on the pink of some kind, but I don't fancy it. But I feel like I need to go for it. I'm going to just kind of try this out, ride my luck on it a bit, but if it goes in, it's probably the frame winner. If it goes out, if it stays out, then we just have to wait for another chance, probably. Or we may just play the cannon so badly that we don't leave anything. But do or die.
And he's missed it.
I kind of just felt the angle I was taking was natural. I know it wasn't scientifically looking right, but it felt to me natural, which is why I took the shot on. What's Gary got? Gary. What's Gary got? Gary. Gary from Only Fools and Horses, or something like that. Gary, is it they use that name? When they try and smuggle in loads of beer or something like that. Oh, and what a bunch of volley brains they really are. The trotters. Just Rodney, the volley brain. Rodney, you plonker. It's quote Del Boy. He quite often likes to say. Rodney the plonker. Yeah, they bring loads of beer back or something like that on Denzel's lorry. I thought he was on a colour then. But then I realised when he was taking the red, oh, he must be on a red. Well, you know, he's just taking us over in this frame. He's taking his time over this one. And that's a foul. Oh, we're most certainly playing on from here, because there's a good red. And it's a good chance, and I'll be glad to take it, because we've now We've now got in front thanks to the 7-point foul that he's just given us. And yeah, it's a good chance to end the session even Stevens going into tonight, 7 PM. We'll be back.
8.
He's left that a little bit more tricky than he would have liked. 9. 16. Fancies this red.
Not there.
Not this time.
Mm,
Ronnie O'Sullivan. 16.
we've got away with it to a certain extent. Oh, he didn't even look at the pot. Has he left the pot for us? No, he hasn't. I'm just going to do a similar silly shot to what he did. You know, if he's not going to take chances, neither am I. And I know I'm behind in the match, but every frame's its own frame, and in this frame we're in front, so no need for us to push the boat out. In one respect, you know. Having said that, I'm always inclined to take a lovely pot on, and you know,
Back there. No more than a half.
you thought that was a great pot.
Excellent.
Just rewind the video and just confirm that I hit the power bar on the head. I'm pretty sure I hit it pinpoint 50.0.
No surprises here with the long pot attempt.
It's there. Got the frame looking good for this frame. We're sitting pretty. It's red in a colour needed for even Stevens.
Run this along the cushion.
Has it got the legs though? Has it got the legs? It has. Pretty sure any colour will do. So I'm just going to
Shot with the red.
drop in the screen into left centre.
Just this green ball now.
That's there. So yeah, we've recovered the deficit. We've come back.
Opponent in this
And
frame.
we're all square. Somehow. Somehow, by some magical force. And you know, Gary ain't played fantastically, but neither have we. I think that's kind of just been a scrappy session as per usual. Kind of all the heroics of the European Masters are very much done with. Because that was certainly nothing glamorous to watch. Hopefully tonight will be better. But this afternoon was certainly nothing special.
Beautiful.
Just want to just drop in these last few balls, just kind of finish in style, you know. Well, the 37 break, I don't know how much style I'd call that, but it's better than a silly little pathetic 15 break. At least it sounds half decent. I don't really, contrary to what I was just saying, I don't really care too much whether this blue drops or not. I'd like to see it just go in, but yeah, that's there. Doubt I'll get the black in. This pink looks easy enough.
24.
You know, I could try and play an exhibition shot just to get to know the angles a bit better. Why not? Let's see if I can land on this black.
Taking on this.
Hold on to your hats. Nope. But I have got a shot at it into the green pocket if this cue ball doesn't go in. If this cue ball doesn't go in, it's dropped.
That's a foul. It won't matter.
It's a foul, but it won't matter. That's 2 apiece going into tonight. So guys, that was a very interesting little session. Sorry for the blurry camera. There it is. It's back. There we go. 2 apiece, and we'll let Gary break off in this frame. Just to let you watch this.
Right, isn't it? Just when you think one player is starting to dominate, there's an immediate...
You know, I'm pretty surprised that we were able to come back into this while I'm pressing the fast forward button. There we go. So yeah, that is this afternoon's episode done. Thank you very much for watching, guys. See you soon. Have a great day and goodbye.